Good morning, students. Welcome to Trigonometry learning platform. My name is Pedro, and I'm taking SS1 students only on the topic Trigonometry 2. Trigonometry 2. In the previous week, we have been looking at Trigonometry 1, Trigonometry 1. So we have passed that stage, okay? So this is the should be the third topic in your scheme of work. Trigonometry 2. Under this, we look at trigonometrical ratios of angles between 0 degree and 360 degree. Trigonometrical ratios of angles between 0 degree and 360 degrees. Angle between 0 and 360 degree. With this, you must learn what we call quadrant. Quadrant means division into 4 equal parts. I get it? Division into 4 equal parts. Quadrant. Alright, so on the board, you have something like a crosses. You just write A, C, T, S. Some of you are Christians. In the Bible, now it's called Acts an apostle. Okay? So, once you write this Acts an apostle, you can write this quadrant. Here is A, C, T, S. They represent something. I get it? This A here means or. A there means or. C means cos. Then T means tan. S means what? Sine. I get it? Alright. Or ASL, cos, tan, and sine. The first quadrant is here, second quadrant is here, the third quadrant is here, and this is what? The fourth quadrant. Hope you are getting it. Alright. So, please, you have to take note of this one. I would like to give you more diagram pertaining the angles between 0 degree and 360 degree. Alright. So, please, what you have to note is that in the first quadrant, all the angles are what? Positive. Both sine theta, cos theta, and what? Tan theta. All of them are what? Positive. In first quadrant, we have angles between 0 and 90 degree. That is acute angle. Angles that lie between 0 and what? 90 degree. Then in second quadrant, we have angles that lie between 90 and 180 degree. The third quadrant, we have angles that lie between 180 and 270 degree. Then in the fourth quadrant, we have angles that lie between 270 and 360 degree. Hope it is taken. Alright. So I'll just give you just a small illustration and the formula for each quadrant. Are you getting it? The first quadrant, what should I do? Second quadrant, what should I do? Third quadrant, what should I do? Look at this diagram. Very simple. This is 4 cardinal points. This is y-axis and what? S-axis. You just draw a straight line here representing the resultant. You can call it, let's just call it the hypotenuse straight. You call it what? R. Then this place is at theta. From here to here is y because it's vertical. I get it, vertical is y. Then this line horizontal, this s-axis of course, positive s-axis. Then here is what? Positive y-axis. Then from this point to this place also what? S because it is what? Horizontal. This place and this place they are what? They are equal. I get it. So I'm going to find the sine, tan, and cos of what? This first quadrant. I get it. So look at what? The first quadrant means the first what? Division. First what? Quadrant. First quadrant, like I said, angles that lie between 0 and what? 90 degree. Angles between what? Between 0 degree and what? 90 degree. Hope you are getting me. Alright. So in first quadrant, 0 is less than equal to theta. For each theta is less than equal to what? 90 what? Degree. So this is the equation for what? For the first quadrant. Alright. So having said that, quickly we take sine, cos, and tan. So sine theta, what is sine? You are used to that one. Opposite by what? Hypotenuse. Just opposite. Opposite is y. Over this hypotenuse there. Then this is what? It's r. Of course, be positive. Because this side is positive. This other side is also what? Positive. Positive y-axis. Here is also positive what? S-axis. So also cos theta will give us what? Cos theta will be what? Adjacent to hypotenuse adjacent. Adjacent is what? Is S. Hypotenuse is what? Is R. The value for this R remains what? Positive. Even if it's going this way, going this way, going this way, this R. Anytime any side decreases is always what? Positive. That is convention. And lastly, tan theta will give us what? Opposite by adjacent. What's opposite there? Opposite is y. What's adjacent? is what? S. So look at it very well. All these ratios, sine, cos, and tan, they are all what? Positive. They are all what? Positive. We have a positive value attached to each of them because they are facing what? Positive sign. So that is for first quadrant. Let's look at the second quadrant. Are you getting me? So second what? Second quadrant. Other second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth what? Quadrant. Second quadrant, let's reproduce the diagram. This is the diagram. I get to it. Second quadrant. First quadrant, this arrow faces this side. We have the arrow here. Second quadrant, so now go this way. I see it to go this way because it's second what? Quadrant. So this arrow will now face this side. We have our what? Alphabet arrow. Second quadrant, second division. Alright. So we now come down in this format. Then here is our what? Our positive y. Since this side is already what? Our negative what? S as this side is negative in graph. Hope you are getting me in graph. Here is negative. Alright, so our theta remains here. So we are going to measure. We are measuring from this place down to this very side. Are you getting it? We are measuring from here down to this very what? Side. So how will we now get theta? That is inside of this place. To get theta, I now say 180 minus what? Theta. So the formula for second quadrant is 180 degree minus what? Theta. That is formula for what? Second quadrant. 180 because this angle is straight line. Theta we don't know yet. So 180 minus theta for second what? Quadrant. Are you following me? Alright. Then second quadrant, I said that the angle lies between 90 and 180 degree. So now say 90 degree less than equal to theta for each theta lies between what? 180 what? Degree. Hope you are following me. So theta lies between 90 and what? And 180 degree for second quadrant. So let's take the trigonometric ratio. Alright, so we have our sine theta equal what sine? Opposite to our what? Hypotenuse are opposite here. Opposite is what? Y. Hypotenuse is what? R. You can see it's positive because it's up. Then cos theta. What is cos? Adjacent to hypotenuse. Yes, adjacent. Yes, hypotenuse. Alright, so adjacent is negative. Negative S. I getting it? This is a negative for what? Hypotenuse, which is R. Then, of course, now tan theta equals to what? We have opposite to our what? Adjacent. Our opposite is what? This. And what's adjacent? Over minus S. And this gives us what? Minus y by what? S. You know the reason. Alright. So it means that, listen, in the second quadrant, let's check this carefully. Only sine theta is what? Positive. Positive. The rest are what? Negative. Unlike the first quadrant, whereby all of them are what? All positive in first quadrant. So now go to the third quadrant. Let's look at the third what? The third quadrant. The third quadrant, draw the same diagram. The third quadrant, inside the third quadrant, so it will come like this. These are diagonal. Are you getting it? Then the angle will be in this form. Then here is our what? Our theta. Here is right angle what? Triangle. Alright, so I'm measuring from this place down to this very place. Alright, from here to this very what? Place. So having said that, the formula for third quadrant, since here is theta, everything here is 180. Theta is bigger than this place. So now say theta minus what? 180 degree for third quadrant. And theta lies between 270 and what? And theta lies between 180 and 180 and 270 degree. That is to say that 180 degrees is less than theta for which theta lies between 270 what? Degree. This for what? The third quadrant inequality equation. Alright, so having said that, this place is our opposite. This side is negative y. In graph, here is negative. I'm getting it. Here is positive y. This side remains a negative s. Here is a positive s. So here is minus y. Here is also negative s. I'm getting it. The r is always positive. So quickly, are you getting it? So quickly, let's find our tan, sine, and cos. So sine theta equals, what is our opposite? Opposite is what? Opposite is minus y. What is our adjacent? Adjacent is what? Minus x. Are you getting it? Sine means, sorry, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over what? Over hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse is sine. Then cos theta equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. What's adjacent? This place. That is minus s over what's hypotenuse? It's always r. Then lastly, we have tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. What's opposite? Opposite is minus y. What? Y by s. That simply means that in the third quadrant, only tan is positive. That's why I see this alphabet alone occurring. That's why I see this tan positive. First quadrant, all of them are positive. Second quadrant, only sine positive. Third quadrant, only tan. Then let's look at fourth quadrant. I get it. So take note. So only tan is what? Positive in the what? In the third quadrant. Then lastly, we have the fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant, drawing the same diagram. In the fourth quadrant, here is our positive y. We have this conversion in this way. The fourth quadrant, our angle will face this format. Here is our negative y. Here is our positive s. Yes, positive s, of course. Our r is always what? Positive. Alright, so quickly, our theta is here. We are measuring from this place down to this very what? Line. So include theta, add theta to this point. So if you cover this whole circle, it means angle at a point which is 360 degrees. So to get that third quadrant, just the formula for third quadrant means 360 degrees minus what? Theta. If you have some question, use this formula. So each of them I used to write what? Formulas. So in the fourth quadrant, is 360 degrees minus what? Minus our theta. So having said that, in fourth quadrant, the angle that lies there, fourth quadrant we have angle between 270 degrees less than theta, for which theta lies 3 what? 60 degrees in the fourth quadrant. But this is the formula we're going to use. So the formula is always placed in each of the quadrants. That is the formula we solve question. Don't forget, I've given the formula. Alright, so quickly, sine theta becomes opposite y, but just opposite here. Both is minus y, but this is what? It's r. Get cos theta equals, what's adjacent? Adjacent is s, cos positive s axis. S over, I get it, adjacent over hypotenuse, what's hypotenuse there? We have our r. Then lastly, tan theta becomes opposite minus y over what? Adjacent is y. You can see that in this arithmetic, you will score that it's only cos that is what? Positive, it's not having any negative sign. So in the fourth quadrant, only cos is what? Positive. Then we have the as of the what? Apostle. So you have to read your Bible very well to understand this quadrant. Are you getting me? So as of the apostle, take note. So ACTS. Alright, let's take just one example. Just one example. Right. Please, we have to take an example on trigonometry 2, angles between 0 and 360 degrees. I believe you now understand the quadrant. Like I said earlier, you have to read your Bible very well as an apostle. If you understand as an apostle, you don't understand quadrant as an apostle. Once you remember as, you have A, C, T, S. Here, the first quadrant, all of them are positive. The second quadrant, only sine is positive, S means sine. Third quadrant, only tangent is positive. The fourth quadrant, only cosine is positive. And know the angle between each of them. I'm getting it. Hope you are following me. Alright. So, as earlier, this A means all of them are positive. Both sine, cos, and tan. They are all what? Positive. Hope you are following. Alright. Then know the angle between them, the range of the angle between them. I said earlier on that in first quadrant, angle that lies between 0 and 90 what degree. Angle between 0 and 90 degree. The second quadrant, angle that lies between 90 and what? 180 degrees. Second quadrant. The third quadrant, angle that lies between 180 and 270 degrees. Then the fourth quadrant, angle that lies between 270 degrees and what? 360 degrees. So please take note. They give you a question. Know where the angle falls. The position of what? The angle. Look at this question. For example, find the equivalent of the following angles. We have sine 30 degrees. Let's take this one, sine 30 degrees. 30 degrees, just check in the quadrant. 30 is between what? 0 and 90 degrees. Between 0 and what? 90 degrees. So it means all of them are positive. All of them are what? Positive in the first quadrant. So what do I do? So we're going to look for the sine, the tan, and the what? Cos. So quickly, just say sine 30 degrees is equal to what? Sine what? 30 degrees, because all of them, they are what? They are all equal and positive. So cos 30 degrees is equal to what? Cos 30 degrees. Then tan 30 degrees is equal to what? Tan 30 degrees. As far it lies between 0 and 90. Even though here is 60 degrees. Even though it's 89 degrees. Also say 89 equal to 89, this. As far it doesn't exceed 90 what degree. Take note. If you find it fall between 0 and 90, this is what I'm going to do. I get it. Calculator tan 30 to give you tan 30 because they are all positive. Now let's look at the second question. We have 120 what degree. This 120 degree, what comes to your mind? You just say, 120 degree is more than 90. It should fall where? In the second quadrant. This is the second quadrant. Hope you know the second quadrant. Alright. So the second quadrant, there is a formula in the second quadrant. I taught you before. I gave you the note, second quadrant. The formula is what? For second quadrant. We have the formula used there is theta is 180 degree minus what? Minus theta. Theta is what? The angle that you are given. This is the angle there, 120 degrees is theta. Are you getting it? So this formula you must use it in second quadrant. Because why? 120 falls in second quadrant. It is between 90 and 180 degree. 120 is between 90 and what? 180. Take note. So following this conversion, you now say sine 120 degree equals, look at it, equals sine bracket 180 minus our theta is 120 degrees. So this theta is 120 degree. So please subtract 120 from 180. I think I will get 60 degree. So now say sine 120 degree equal to what? Sine 60 degree. I didn't put any sign here. Do you know why? Because in the second quadrant, only sign is positive. Only sign is what? Positive. So sine 180 equals to what? Sine 120 equals to sine what? 60 degree. Press calculator. Sine 60 degree. The answer will be equivalent to what? Sine 120 degree. So let's manage here. Let's take the cos. So cos 120 degree using this formula equal to minus cos bracket 180 minus theta. Of course, cos 120 degree equal to minus cos 180. Our theta is 120, abi? Alright, so cos 120 degree equal to minus cos what? 60 degrees. You subtract. Why did I minus here? Yes, when you say, oh, why there is minus? The other one, no minus. Here, it is minus. It's because in the second quadrant, cos is negative. I have given the formula. Second quadrant, cos is what? Negative. You can see it on the board. The second quadrant, look at it here. Second quadrant, cos is what? Negative. That's not a negative value. Minus this over what? This is negative. Are you getting it? Sign is positive. There's no negative sign attached to it. So lastly, look at tan. So tan 120 degree quickly. Let me put the minus because second quadrant. Since the value lies in second quadrant, tan is negative. So that's a minus tan bracket. If you subtract also, it's going to get what? Get 60 degree. Let me just put it 180 minus theta is what? 120 degree. So now say tan 120 degree equal to minus tan what? 180 minus theta is what? 60 degree. Now get minus tan what? Minus tan we'll get minus tan what? Sorry, yes, 120. And we get minus tan what? 60 degree. Alright, so tan 120 degree equal to what? Minus tan 60 degree. So please press in calculator tan 120 degree. The same answer with minus tan what? 60. So quickly look at the next question, which is C. Look at C. Question C. Okay, following students. Alright, so C, we have it that. Now check. The value there is 260 degree. 260 degree falls where? Is it in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant? 260 degree lies between 180 and 270 degree. That value, this number here, this angle lies between 180 and what? 270. It's above 180. So it lies in the third quadrant, the third division, the third quadrant. So in third quadrant, you must know what happens there, or the story that happens there. In third quadrant, it's only tan that is what? Positive. Only tan that is what? Positive. Cos and sine, they are negative. That's why you are seeing only t here standing. Alright, so follow the formula. The formula for third quadrant is theta minus what? 180 degree. I gave you the formula. For third quadrant is theta minus what? 180 degree. You can see it here. Theta minus what? 180 degree. I use the formula. Theta minus what? 180 degree, third quadrant. So our theta is what? 260. So let's look at the cos. Let's start with sine. So sine 260 degree equals to let's say minus sine bracket theta minus 180 degree. Then close the bracket. Now minus sine. Our theta is what? 260 minus what? 180 degree. By the time you subtract 260 from 180, you have here as 60 minus 8 is 8, so 80 what? Degree. So we will have minus 80 degree. So sine 260 degree is equal to minus what? Minus sine what? 80 degrees. Start from this. Why is there a minus sign here? Because in the third quadrant, sine is negative. Only tan is what? Positive. You see it there. Sine is what? Negative. Then let's go to cos. Go to cos. Cos 260 degree. I want to shorten it. Okay, since you already the formula, let me just shorten it. The answer for cos 260 degree, if you follow this approach, you will get minus cos what? 80 degree. Because cos is also negative in third quadrant. If you follow this process, then tan 260 degree, only tan is positive, still give you backward. Tan what? 80 degree. If you subtract it from this using the formula. Alright, so that's for third quadrant. The last one is question D. Alright, so let's look at the question D. So this is 300. 300 falls in the first quadrant. I like between 270 and 360 degree. And third quadrant, there's a formula there. What formula? 360 minus what? Theta. 360 minus what? Theta. That's for fourth quadrant. And only cosine is positive there. So you now say that the value given to us is 300 degree. So let's take sine and cos. Then sine 300 degrees equal to, are you with me, students? Alright, so the angle there is 300 degrees. 300 degrees. Because the sine, the cosine equivalent angle, and the tangent equivalent angle. Equivalent means one that's equal to this, the same tan, the same sine, the same cos. Alright, so obviously the formula that you have to use. The first thing you have to do, you give a question like this. First of all, identify the quadrant that the angle falls. Is it the first quadrant, second quadrant? Secondly, in that quadrant, what is the nature of the sign? Is it positive or negative? Then lastly, the formula you have to use in that quadrant. That's all. Are you getting me? Don't just kill yourself. Know those three things. Alright. So in first quadrant, since the 300 degree falls in the fourth quadrant, it's angle between 270 and 360. 300 falls between 270 and 360. Alright. So if I were you, so mathematics, our theta is 300. So sine 300 degrees equal to, I want to put minus here. Do you know I have two minus? Of course, you should know the reason. Be careful. Because in the first quadrant, sine is negative. Look at it here. Sine is what? Negative. Are you seeing it? In the fourth quadrant, sine is negative. Negative y over r. Once anyone has negative, it means I have negative sign here. Do you understand? So it's negative sign there. Only cosine is positive in the fourth quadrant. So negative sine bracket 360 minus our theta is what? 300. So by the time you subtract 300 from 360, we get minus what? 60 degree. I get it. So sine 300. Use your fourth quadrant calculator. So give you minus sine 60. Then cos 300 degrees. I don't want to go through this process again by saying 360 minus theta. If you know what to do here, just subtract 300 from 360. Should I put minus sign here? No, because the first quadrant cosine is positive. So just say cos 300 degrees give you cos what? 60 degree. If you subtract 300 from 360, you get 60. You need to put negative sign because only cos there is positive in the fourth quadrant. So tan 300 degree. Following this same approach, you get minus, what might minus there? Because tan is negative in the fourth quadrant. So negative what? Negative what? Tan 60 degree. So I think that's all we have for the day. You have to go to your new concept mathematics notes, your new concept mathematics notes, and practice exercise 16.2, question 1 and 4. Practice exercise 16.2 in your new concept mathematics textbook, question 1 and 4. Exercise 16.2, question 1 and 4. So see you next week, Monday, for the continuation of this topic. Bye bye, students.